One of the things that I hate most about USB microphones is that you have to have standalone software to really dive into what they can do. That's where this microphone changes that, and for just over $100. Let's check it out. What's up, everybody? I'm the Derek Frank, and today we're going to check out the Comica STA-U2A. This is a USB-based microphone that has its own built-in sound card and doesn't need any external software. This microphone will work with computer, Mac, your iPhone, your Android, whatever device you're using, and it's just super simple plug and play. This microphone comes in two versions, one that's just the desktop stand, and then one with this really fantastic mic arm, which we're going to talk about a little bit later. The one with the mic arm is around $109, and the one without is around $89. I've tested out a lot of USB microphones, and they all sound pretty similar. They're usually pretty good, and they all have really good features. But every one that I've tested, you have to have some kind of software. One of the things that I really hate doing is having to download software and hope that that doesn't slow your computer down or lag, or have to set up a bunch of extra things that you really don't want to have to worry about. This microphone is really good about that. You just plug it in and it automatically works. It's really simple to navigate and to route all of your sound from. So whether you're doing a podcast, you're streaming, you want to do music with it, it's really simple to use. It's just a microphone input, and then you can put your audio into there. This is great for things like Zoom meetings for people who don't want to have to learn how to use different routing software, or if you just want to plug in really fast and go and not have to think about it. Now, what do I think about the sound? I think the sound quality is really pretty decent, and right now I'm using one of 4 different modes. This microphone features a 48 kilohertz and 24-bit ultra-high sampling rate. That's pretty much industry standard. They also make claims that because of the shock mount in the internal system, that it's low noise if you have any vibrations in your desk or if you accidentally hit it. Let's test that out. I'm going to say that that's a pretty accurate statement there, so good job on Comica on that one. As I mentioned, this is a USB microphone, and it's a USB-C port, and it comes with its own cable that has USB-C to USB-C, but also has an adapter that you can do USB-C to USB-A, so you're pretty much covered on whatever device you're going to use, unless you're using an iPhone or an iPad. So with the built-in sound card, you have 2 different knobs on the front of this microphone. You have a stepless gain knob, which means that you don't have like the little ticks, so it doesn't have like 1 through 10 or whatever. So as you turn it to the right, you get more gain, and as you turn it to the left, you have less gain. I really find that the sweet spot for my voice and the volume of my voice is right around 11 o'clock. Also below that knob, you have a volume knob for your headphones. Same thing, it's stepless, and it has a lot of extra gain depending on what you need in your ears. The next 2 features are probably the best features on this microphone. Number 1 is the single button mute. A lot of microphones have mutes on them, but they're either in a menu or it's part of another knob. This one is its own button, and it's very clear to see what it is. So it's blue when it's working, and when it's muted, it's red. Really simple to think about. The next thing I think is really great is a very simple option to have different sound settings. When the sound setting has no lights on, it's just a straight pass through that you're listening to now. When you push it and it's blue, it's set to podcast. You can hear a little bit different sound. When it's set to green, it's set for broadcast, which is more for streaming. And when it's set to the light blue, you get this nice reverb in case you want to sing or you want to do something musical. So I find that at least 2 of those 3 settings that they've added are pretty usable. Now, can somebody use it with the reverb? Yeah, of course, especially if you're doing stuff for like TikTok or anything that's short form on your phone or your mobile device. That's a pretty cool option. Am I going to use that for studio work? No, I'm not going to, but I'm not the target for what that's for either. The last really cool feature on this, and as you can tell by my studio, is that I love RGB. And on the back of the microphone, you have a little button, and that button has multiple different features of RGB. With that, there's 6 different lighting effects. They include audio dynamics that kind of go with the sound of your voice, the traditional Comica orange, ocean waves, breathing lights, RGB slow waves, and rotating rainbows. Whether it's recording, live streaming, or podcasting, having all those lights gives you that kind of cool feel, and it looks really nice too. Finally, on the microphone itself, it does have a headphone out. It's super simple to set up. Like mentioned earlier in the video, having just the microphone and just the output as one thing versus a lot of them that have like anywhere from 3 or more different inputs and outputs, it makes it very simple, very user friendly, plug and play, and you're ready to go. Let's talk about what I think is the biggest added value on this microphone, and that's the arm. This microphone arm is super heavy duty. I've been using this with several of my other microphones, including my favorite microphone, the SE Dynacaster. Now that's a very heavy microphone. When you're spending under $110 and you get a package that has a microphone and an arm, something's usually got to give. And the part that they cheap out on is usually the arm. But Comica didn't do that. They made this really great self-contained arm that doesn't have any exposed springs. It's incredibly heavy duty. The fact that it could hold up my SE Dynacaster and every other mic that I put on it without even trying was a testament to how strong this is. I've paid over $60 for booms of this quality, so if you factor in that for $110 you're getting the mic and the boom is easily something of the quality of $60, you're only paying another $50 for this microphone? The value on this is fantastic. Now, does it sound as good as microphones that are in the $300 or more range? No, I don't think it does. But is it more than usable for the average person? Absolutely. Would I be afraid to use this microphone myself? Absolutely not. I would definitely take this with me if I was going on some more travel kind of things and I needed to podcast and wanted to have that plug and go sort of feature. This is a great option. It sounds good. There's different profiles for your voice. It has the great arm. It looks nice. And if something happened to it for that price point, I wouldn't really be upset. So let me know what you think in the comments below. Is this a microphone that you would see yourself using in your home studio, in your streaming setup, gaming setup, whatever it is that you're doing? I think it's a great option for you. It's a great value. It's really good quality. It's light, but it doesn't feel cheap. It's still a metal housing. The arm, again, the arm alone is worth it for this thing. But the sound quality, and it's what you're hearing now, I think is really good. Let me know what you think in the comments below. We'll see you next time. Thank you.